Sparks fly non-stop at this steel production site near Amsterdam. But staff here say that business as usual is becoming something of a battle, with US tariff policy the latest in a long line of woes.
We basically have costs related to the whole decarbonisation journey. And at the same time we face massive overcapacity across the world. And basically, so it's a sort of a perfect storm.
This high-grade steel is used for batteries, packaging and car parts. It's hard to produce elsewhere, meaning some US customers will keep coming. But the bigger fear is that more subsidised Asian metals end up in the European Union, as China looks for alternative markets amid flaring tensions with the US.
That steel will be redirected, and with Europe being one of the only remaining open markets in the world, Europe is a likely target. If you have a lack of a level playing field, instead of innovation, you start cutting costs. You start basically, to get into survival mode.
Energy prices in Europe also run much hotter than elsewhere. This Dutch plant says it's still optimistic, but in recent years, steel factory closures and job cuts have been announced across the EU.
We've seen something like 30 million tonnes lost in terms of steel production in the last year or so. And when we turn 30 million tonnes into steel workers' jobs, we're talking about the loss of thousands of jobs across Europe.
Brussels says it stands ready to back up this strategic sector. Last month, the EU unveiled steps to try and cut energy costs and stimulate demand for cleaner steel, with more action planned for late March.
There is really a mix of measures necessary, making private investment less risky, but I think in general creating this what we call them lead markets, so that the industry actors are really incentivized to invest in the decarbonization so they can kind of reap the green premium.
Though the EU insists this is in line with green promises, climate campaigners fear the bloc is backtracking on pledges to make polluters pay.
The industry always says we're losing jobs because we can't compete with other countries with lower standards. And we would really not be happy with the EU participating in this race to the bottom rhetoric.
Back at the Dutch steel plant, efforts to decarbonise are underway. But staff here say future-proofing an industry facing crisis now is no mean feat.